Buyouts, buyouts, buyouts. It's what everybody's talking about. A lot of people who don't work here don't know what they're talking about, and y'all filling up my comment section. First things first, my building alone has already had 20 guys take the buyout. Meaning, we had at least over 20 guys that were 30 years plus. The top 4 guys were over their 40-year mark. It definitely made a lot of sense for them to take the buyout. Everybody in my comment section saying, take the money or you're going to be fired and you're not going to have a job. Not true at all. Drivers are going to keep their pay. Then they're going to go back in the warehouse and work 2 shifts to keep the full-time title and keep their pay. And if you guys, majority of you don't know how a union works, union has to find jobs. So you guys are treating this situation like everybody's going to get fired. As of July 24th, Amazon volume will be 100% out of our system. So let's see what's going to happen. I am currently a Tuesday through Saturday driver. I'm working today on Monday. I work Mondays because it's double time, $92 an hour. And I just was told today that the possibilities of me being called on Mondays is going to become little to zero. So I'm going to go back and switch to Monday through Friday. Have a beautiful day. I'm keeping y'all updated in the loop with real deal information. And if you don't know what a union is, stop commenting in the comment section because you guys sound silly. I read all my comments and have a beautiful day.
Okay, guys, let me ask you a question because I seen this and I was like, man, I don't know what I would do in that situation. If you guys don't know exactly what's going on, they're offering UPS employees $1,800 a year for service, right? That's how much they're getting. So if they did 10 years of service and they're giving them this buyout, then basically you're getting $18,000. I feel like let me know what you think, but I feel like that's something that I would take, right? Because the common sense says that after this, they're most likely going to fire people, find some way to cut expenses. And yes, the union is going to fight, but, right? Like, to get to a point where do you really want to be in that situation, right? And he said, the union will find a job for you. I never heard of that. If someone has, drop a comment down below. But I never heard a union trying to find a job for you. But he did mention in the video as well where you can start working in the warehouse, but that's not being a driver. You're doing something completely different than what what you got hired to do. A lot of jobs out there, man, are people just getting fired right now. Just boom, no severance, no $1,800 a year for service, nothing. So I could see where he's saying people in his comment section are saying, take the money. What would you guys do? It is enticing, but there's all these videos are saying just don't take the buyout. I don't know if it's that easy. Now, there's more videos out there, guys, where people are just ranting and they're letting people know about this buyout, which seems like it's taking the internet by storm. Any job right now is taking the internet by storm because it feels like everyone's getting laid off. And this situation is quite unique. Actually, there's some people out there who are really envious that they're even receiving this package. Let's play the next video.
They just offered me the severance package, and it's an absolute joke. $1,800 a month per year of service that you've been working here, which for me would, times 24 years, would add up to about $43,200. You know how fast you can blow through $43,000? That's not even a down payment on a house. I live in Northern California. It's an absolute joke. I don't see anybody that I don't think anybody should take it. Just hang on to it. Let them lay you off and collect your unemployment. Let them, you will be the first one to get hired in peak season. Keep your seniority date. Collect your unemployment. We had to force this on them, dude. Like, they're trying to get out of the contract. And it's not because it's not a bad one. They just want more money. It's just straight up corporate greed. That's what it is. Don't do it. The only people I could see that this making sense for is somebody that's already been eligible for retirement. And they just been hanging on. This might push some of the more senior guys out of the top, but if you're not eligible for retirement yet, and there's a simple formula to figure that out, then don't take it.
That's interesting. Now, I won't say that it's nothing. $1,800 is nothing. It is something. What's nothing is a majority of society are getting fired and getting nothing at all. And just to get unemployment, I never actually collected unemployment. If someone has, let me know. Is it really that much worth it to a point where you could reject that type of severance that he was being offered. I think he said it was $48,000 a year, and just you rather just collect unemployment, because unemployment, I feel like it has a shelf life in the sense of you have to show you keep on applying for jobs, and you're obviously going to lose all this money you're getting from your primary source of income. I'm sure your unemployment doesn't supplement that. Now, listen, I don't know anything about unemployment. Like I said, never corrected it. Someone out there did. Just drop a comment down below, man. I really would like to know, is it really worth it? Now, it's true what he's saying. Someone who's a senior who's about to retire, that's a sweet deal. It definitely is a sweet deal. And the key to this is I haven't heard no one mention is the $1,800 seems to be across board. So of course, if you live in California, it might not be enough, right? If you live in New York or a high cost living place, it might not be enough. But if you're living in a place where the cost of living is low, $1,800 does seem like enough. It does seem like enough. Now, right now, guys, on the internet, they're all over the place with this. A lot of people don't know how to feel about this because, as I said, there's people who are posting comments on these videos that got fired and got nothing at all, because these corporations could fire you just like that. So having this option, some people are like, man, hell yeah, you need to take it. Now, this next video I'm going to show you, this guy has a very interesting perspective. Let me play it.
Okay, it's a week since I did a video on here, and I never wanted my social media on TikTok to be about me and at work and all that, but I guess I originally was on here because somebody made me go viral while I was at work. But going back, I made a video that some people think I was complaining, taking a lunch at 9 o'clock at night, maybe, and talking about buyouts and asking for them, not begging for them, maybe. But they're here. They came on Friday. It was a very surreal experience. I never thought that I'd be holding that in my hand and opening up that envelope to say, hey, thank you for your service. Here is an offer for a buyout. And I'm one of the employees that's been talking about it and almost asking for it for probably the better part of a decade, because let's be real, this is a business. This company, for everything that everybody says on here, a lot of my peers included, you know who you are, this company isn't stupid, okay? It is a business that has to keep going, and let's be real, we can all be replaced tomorrow. Now, being a union member, I'm sure the union is like, hey, don't come out here and say that, but let's be real, I can be replaced tomorrow. So the company, this first batch of buyouts, possibly the last, is to get a lot of senior drivers out that are hanging on and just making a ton of money that can be replaced tomorrow for like half of what they're getting paid now.
You see, I feel like that perspective that he has is the same perspective that I would have. Is knowing like, listen, eventually it's just going to come to an end, right? You have FedEx, you have all these other services out there, Amazon Flex, and right now we're hearing about Amazon trying to start their own fleet, right? Trying to start their own mail servicing. So you will think eventually this is going to run dry. But it's interesting that, him saying what he's saying, and I appreciate what he said, is because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there like, give me the package. Like, I want this package, so give me this package. And it gotta be a surreal moment when you're seeing everyone on the internet talk about it, and you don't really know, you don't believe it until you see it. Like, he has the paper in his hand, and he has to make that decision. Because I see a lot of videos as well of people just really complaining about the working conditions in UPS and saying how stressful it is to work there, right? And like a majority of society has jobs as well. We just stress the hell out, and they're saying, listen, give me a package, give me anything. There's people out there right now, man, that want a severance package. They're holding on to the job, praying for a day comes where they get fired and they can get a severance package and not have to deal with the company ever again. So guys, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Are you team take the buyout, or are you team go against it, fight to the end to keep your job, because that's what a union's job is for, right? They're there to fight for you. So drop a comment down below, because I would love to hear it. And the same time, guys, if you like this content, hit the like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys in my next video. Peace.